66. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Period. Turn back on. Alright, welcome back to Everyday Race. Today I've got something for you to see and for me to test. And I've been pretty excited about it. I just haven't had the time. I bought it on eBay for $44.99. This is 16 ounce. We'll find out how many ounce that is. But it's called NMF Ionic Friction Reducer. Got a very fancy name, and it claims to reduce friction down by 36%. Now that's quite a bit. So let's see what else. We got some pictures of race cars, race trucks, motorcycle, a pretty lady, and let's see what else they got. Reduces wear and heat. Now I'm gonna say yes and yes on both of those. Prolongs parts life. Well, yeah, who wouldn't want that? Improves efficiency. More power, better gas mileage. With these gas prices going through the roof, I'll take that. Cleans, extends oil. You don't have to change your oil as often. Yeah, where do I sign up? Smooth shifting. Well, that's a 2 thumbs up for me. Lessens vibration and noise. Yeah. Let me get some of that too. All right, so let's see what I got in the package. Okay, so we got NMF card. Get the phone number. Retired U.S. Air Force owner. We got this thing. We got, let's see how many ounces. This is 16 ounce. And it's called Mo Glide. So I think they're in the process of changing name. It's probably due to, I think there's another company named NMF, because when I tried using Google and I typed NMF, something else came up. So it took me a while to find this product, because I really wanted to try it out and see how it works. So Mo Glide is like, it's simpler, and it's since it's misspelled, probably not a whole bunch of people would use the same name. So I don't really blame them, even though I'm not too crazy about Mo Glide. But anyways, we got this. We got a magnet for the fridge. We got a sticker. I like stickers. I never put them on my truck though, on my car, but I do like them. And then we have a manual. Manual is always good. Okay. Ooh. Temperature measuring. Record sheets. This is so far it's looking pretty good. And so far it's looking legit. And what else we got? We got rewards at moglide.com. Alright. And got me a letter. It's pretty special. Let's see, it says that this Ricky guy won 2017, 2018, and 2019 championship. So that's pretty good. Alright. We get the pretty lady again. Oh, it's a letter that you can send. And this is where I bought it. eBay. The seller was Go NMF USA. Had good feedback. So, alright. And I got Amazon. I don't buy nothing on Amazon. And the Constitution of the United States. It's I don't think I've ever got one before, this oil treatment, but there's always a first one. So now I'm fixing to test this on just about everything, especially if I see results in test 1, which is what I'm planning to do today. I'm going to show you how to do this. or how I'm going to do this. But first I'm going to test the friction portion of it. I'm not going to test heat or prolonged life or extend oil life or efficiency. Today, hopefully it's going to be a first video of many on this product. And so let me show you what I'm going to do and how I'm going to test it. Alright, so some of you that expected me to have some fancy expensive equipment to test coefficient of friction are going to be disappointed. But what I do have is this old engine. This is a 2.3 liter single head cam 95 4-cylinder engine that came out of my 95 Ford Ranger a few months ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this engine, since this stuff is meant to improve engine's performance. So how am I going to test this on this engine? Well, quite simple. I'm going to put regular oil. I've got some leftover Castrol GTX 10W30 that I use with my truck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it all apart, pull the crankshaft out, which is this long piece, and then I'm going to apply just this oil on the bearings. Then I'm going to put the crankshaft back in there. Then I'm going to torque the main caps using my torque wrench to 40 foot-pounds, and then I'm going to see how much force it takes to spin the crankshaft. Now this crankshaft spins very easy, and I'm going to measure it with this small scale, and then I'll take the measurements, take it all apart again, pull the crankshaft, use a brake cleaner to clean the crankshaft and the bearings. Then I'm going to mix this friction reducer with this same oil. I'm going to apply that to all the bearings in the crankshaft. I'm going to put it back together the same way I put it together with just oil, and then I'm going to measure how easy it is to spin the crankshaft, and that will tell us if coefficient of friction increased, decreased, or stayed the same. So let's get to work. First I'm going to remove all the main caps and remove the crankshaft. Alright, let's remove the main caps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, next let's take the crankshaft out. It's got some oil on it. Here we go. I'm going to clean everything up and put it back together. Alright, so the bearings have been cleaned. They do have some wear. This engine had over 300,000 miles. Cleaned everything up. If you want to see the rest of it, I posted a video I think a couple of weeks ago about complete teardown of this engine. So everything's clean. So next I'm going to take Castrol 10W30 GTX. I'm going to put some right in the cap. Whoa. Next, I'm going to apply this oil with my finger on all the bearings. Alright, let's take a look at it. They're all got some oil on them. Next I'm going to put the crankshaft back in there. Boom, just like that. Alright. Alright, next I'm going to apply oil to each bearing, or I can actually apply it to the crankshaft. There we go. There we go. And the last one. Let's do it one more time, just to be on the safe side. Alright, next we're going to put the caps, main caps back on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next I use my gun. It's set to the lowest setting just to get them snug. Next I'm going to use my torque wrench. Now it's set to there we go, that was the wrong side. It's set to 40 foot-pounds. I'm not gonna move it. I got it locked down. So let's get it torqued down. I knew it was going to happen. I knew I was going to drop it. I figured it'd fall on my knee, so. Done. All right. Great. Next, make sure it spins. It spins very easy. All right, so let's get the test done. So I'll put the adjustable wrench right here. I'm going to put the crankshaft in the same position. I'm going to spin it. Make sure all the oil is on all the bearing. And then I'm going to use my scale. I'm going to set it 2 pounds. Then I'm going to put it right in the hole. And then I'm going to lift it and see how much force in pounds it takes to move the crankshaft. So let's get it going. Okay, so 110. Let's do it again. Spin it around, put it in the same position. Now I'm going to reset the scale every single time. Alright, pounds. Stick it in the hole and lift it up. Alright, 110. 1.10. spin it around. Reset the scale. And let's measure it one more time. Alright, so there was 1. Alright, so we had 1.1, 1.1, and 1.0. So these were the pools with the regular castor oil right over there. So next I'm going to take it all apart. I'm going to add Mo slide to oil. I have to read exactly how much of that stuff to put in. As you can see, it hasn't been opened yet. I'm pretty excited. Alright, here we go. It tells you how much of anything. Then I'm going to mix it up with this oil. I'm going to clean everything up. And then I'm going to coat treated oil to the bearings, to the crankshaft, and I'm going to torque it down same way with the torque wrench to 40 foot-pounds. And then I'm going to do the same test. If it takes the same amount of force, which is between what's the average between 110 and 100? That would be. Alright, so let's see how much stuff we need to mix. Alright, so cars and pickup truck engine requires 1 ounce per quart of oil. Okay, 1 quart of oil is 32 ounces, so that means if we put 16 grams of oil, we require half a gram of this stuff. So I got me a scale. Well, first we got to open this stuff up. All right. Oh man, this sticker is on there. Next, let's punch a hole. All right. Let's see what it smells like. Honestly, it doesn't smell like. It smells like oil, I guess. All right. If we got this with the product, let's might as well stick it on there. Put it on there. Next we got a tricky part. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil. Okay, I set it to grams. Let's see. Okay, so we got 15 grams of oil. Have to be close enough. We're gonna double up on it. So we'll put until it's 17 grams. Oh look, it's quite viscous. It's a gear oil. Alright, 16 and 17. Alright, 17 grams. So this stuff is almost like, it's definitely more viscous than engine oil. Alright, now we gotta mix it up. Alright, this toothpick's gonna have to do. Mix it up real good. Alright, so technically I've got 4 times as much stuff in there than needed to be. I needed half an ounce really, 16. I mean half a gram to 16 grams. So I put like a close to 2 grams in there, but I have to do. Alright. We're good to go. Let's apply it to the bearings. Next, let's set the crankshaft in there. Put some of that stuff on the crankshaft. On the crankshaft. Oh, wrong journal. It still feels slick. Alright, everything in. Now I just gotta carefully set it in. It would help if my fingers are not oily. We'll move this oil so I won't spill it like last time. Alright. Alright, the crankshaft is in. Next, let's apply some more oil here, 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 and here. Next, we can put the main caps. They're already clean. Next, I've got my torque wrench. Now, I haven't changed any settings. Let's look at it. Where's the foot-pound? There we go, foot-pound. Still the same. Next, let's torque this sucker up. Alright. Stop moving. Alright, let's look at it, make sure nothing moved. Alright. There we go. Still on 0. Still locked in. Alright, let's move it around. There you go, 2 times. Set it the same weight. Now, let's see what happens. Got the scale. Turn it on, make sure it's in pounds. Yep. Look it up. $110. Forgot to reset it. One. Reset it. Turn it back on. Okay, 78. We're seeing an improvement, but it's because the oil. Try it one more time. Let's do 5 tests. All right. 66. Let's reset it. Turn it back on. Let's start lifting this sucker. 66. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Period. Turn it back on. Now ready? Let's start lifting up. Okay, that was like 78. Huh. Interesting result. So it started at like 1.1, 1.0, just like plain Jane oil without the smoke glide. But on the third run, it dropped down to like 0.66, 0.78 afterwards. That's roughly 30% decrease in friction. You know what? Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. Put it the same way. Stick it in the hole. Do it one more time. Lift it up. So 78, 88. Huh. Huh. More glide. Let me put all the numbers together, but there was definitely an improvement. At least on this basic test, there was an improvement in the friction was decreased because it took less power, less weight, less energy to apply on the wrench to spin the crankshaft. So let's go in for conclusion. Alright, so the results were pretty interesting with the small glide. I really didn't have high expectations for this stuff because I've tried numerous stuff like Slick 50. There's always been some kind of snake oil around in the last 20 years. Durabond, Slick 50, and all the other stuff. I think I've tried a couple of them, and I didn't really have any, there was no difference. So I didn't have high expectations for this Glide or NMF. And this test is just, it's not really 100%, so take it with a grain of salt. But I had 3 pulls without the stuff added to the oil, and average force required to pull to spin the crankshaft turned out to be 1.07 pounds. That's from 3 pulls, 1.1, 1.1, and 1.0. And I stopped, and then I added the stuff, and I made, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 pulls. So they started from 1.1 pounds and ended at 0.88. Average was 0.85 of a pound of force to spin the crankshaft. So there was 21% difference, which is it's less than what it says. 36% less friction. This is right here, but you know, there was a reduction. So I was kind of impressed. I really didn't believe the results. So that means there's going to be a test number 2 and probably test number 3. So take it with a grain of salt. These were my results. I'm not sponsored for a Glide. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. And like always, have a good day.